Hi everyone, thank you for coming. I'm Vicki Ferrara. I'm the owner and founder of Worldwide Surrogacy. I'm a lawyer, and I've been a lawyer for over 30 years, and I specialize in assisted reproduction law. I'm gay. I have a partner, and we have a couple of kids, which is actually how I got into surrogacy, is by being an out lawyer for many years. And people started to ask me if I could help them find a surrogate. So around 17 years ago, I started Worldwide Surrogacy. And right now we have about 70 to 90 babies every year. And we have a full team of people to manage the cases. So we have all of our case managers were surrogates. So they're really amazing. We really pride ourselves on support for you and for the surrogates during the whole process. So the case managers are really good because they love parents because they carry babies for them, and they know what the surrogates are going through, what medications are on, what their appointment schedules are. So they're really good at supporting everyone. So we're part of GPAP. So if you're eligible for GPAP, we're on the list of providers to give discounts. And what else can I tell you? So I like to describe the three phases of the process of surrogacy. And the first is the matching time. In our program, it's about 10 to 12 months. It's getting better, actually, so it could be sooner, but that's what we're saying now. And when you sign up with us, you fill in a profile, and then we have a welcome call with you. We get to know you and what your hopes are for a surrogate. And then we keep you informed as you're moving up the list, what's happening, where you are on the list. And then when you're in about the top 10, we start to think about who of our surrogates that are coming through screening will be possible matches for you. So once you're there, we start to show you profiles. And you can decline a profile for any reason. But if you like someone, and they're very good by this point, because most of the screening, if not all, is done. And the screening is very rigorous, and the medical records have been approved too. So if you like someone, we're going to give you a lot of information about her, and if you continue to like her, then we'll have a meeting. So you can meet her and either by Zoom or in person. And if you like the meeting, we confirm the match. So that's phase 1. So from the match, we go into phase 2, which is approximately 3 months. And the first thing that happens here is a contract between you and your surrogate. And these get done. By now, we know all the big things that are going to go into the contract: her compensation, her views on termination, whether she has insurance, what are the state laws where she lives. So we know all that. So we put it all on paper. It goes back and forth a little bit with the surrogate's lawyer. And then we get that done. And then she goes to your clinic twice. Once for blood work and to start on medication to prepare her body for the embryo transfer, and the second time for the embryo transfer. So then hopefully we have a pregnancy. And there's a high likelihood of success with embryos that you'll create, because you'll probably use a young egg donor and your embryos will be tested. So anywhere from 70% to 75% chance of pregnancy the first time, and like a 99% chance of a pregnancy within 3 tries. So we hope there's a pregnancy. There probably will be. And then we go into phase 3, which is the pregnancy. And by now, you're going to have a really nice relationship with this woman who's your surrogate. They're lovely women. They want to be involved with you. They want you to be involved in the pregnancy. They will regularly video chat with you, welcome you to go visit them. And then during the pregnancy, besides the most important thing, obviously, the health of the pregnancy, but the next thing would be the legal work to make sure that you become the legal parents of your baby before the birth. And I essentially supervise that. I would be your legal advisor throughout the entire process. So you have me 24/7. I don't always do the legal work, and you don't have to have me do the legal work. You can choose your own lawyer. But as an agency lawyer, I'm always supervising it. So I would be happy to be on your team. And I handled the most important case in the state of Connecticut. I argued it before the Supreme Court there and changed the law in Connecticut. So, and I wrote a book on surrogacy, which is published in October, and you can get it on Amazon. It's only $20. But I tried to make it really comprehensive, a really good resource for parents. It's like covers all the topics that you can think of. And I'm also available to be a resource to you, even just without you signing up. So if after today you want to have a consultation, or you want to have a phone call or email me questions, I'm happy to be a resource as you're thinking through your choices and your decision making. So we work with all the clinics, I can tell you that. Well, we're in Connecticut, but we have parents from all over the country and from all over the world. So it doesn't matter where we are. Whatever clinic you choose, we can team up with them and become one team to help you and your surrogate through the process. The way that we work our process, well, let me just tell you really quickly about cost in our process. We do have, to start, just to let you know, we do have a fixed fee program, one of those all-inclusive programs. We don't only have that. So we have what we always had before we had the fixed fee program, which is everything's going to be included in this overall total I'm going to tell you, but it's broken down on a list of anticipated expenses, so you can see very clearly what you're paying for. So on the surrogacy side, not your medical clinic, you have to be thinking of about $135,000 to $145,000. And there's a lot that goes into that, but the big things that go into it are, one, the surrogate compensation. And there, you're going to hear a lot about cost during this weekend, but just to my overview is the surrogate compensation will range from about $75,000 to $90,000, depending on her base compensation and the other things in the contract. And then the agency fee, ours is $33,000. We ask parents to pay 1/2 of that up front, and then that sets us running for you. We start working for you, and we put a lot of resources toward recruiting surrogates, so that's where the money goes. And then the legal fees should all be around $10,000 to $12,000 or $15,000 for everything, for your contract with your surrogate, her lawyer, her pre-birth order, your pre-birth order, her lawyer for the pre-birth order, and so that's where you'll fall out there. And then the reason for the range is probably medical insurance. About 40 to 50% of surrogates have insurance for surrogacy. Those that don't, we have to get it for them. And that's another thing you'll know during the match. So you'll know, does she have insurance? If not, are you willing to pay for it? And how will we get it? And how much will it cost? So all of that will be part of the matching information. And again, you always have me to ask questions. I really pride myself on this work. It's such a joy for me to be a lawyer doing assisted reproduction law. It's such a joy for me to have an agency. My team and I are very close. We're not the biggest agency, we're not the smallest. I like to think we're just right. And the reason is because we have enough people. We have 14 full-time people and other part-time people to help you through the process. The case managers don't have more than 20 to 25 cases each. And we have a social worker on our team. If things go wrong, we're very solution-oriented. So like, for example, I think I said it in the session about the COVID vaccine couple, and then we will get you the resources we need. Let's say you're having difficult time during the pregnancy for whatever reason, you personally, maybe in your relationship, we can help you get counseling, and we offer sessions without charging you. So 2 or 3 sessions you don't have to pay for. If you're like feeling stressed and you want to just talk to somebody, we offer that kind of support. And again, you always have me. I'm not the boss that hands you over to the case manager and you can't find me. You can always reach me. You have my cell phone. I'm very hands-on with everybody, with all the parents, all the surrogates. You would be part of our family, and that's what I want to say. Like, we definitely have a culture of family. And I like to say that because we're helping you have babies, and that's like really profound in my world and what I think. It's not just a company, it's not just a transaction, it's not just a business, it's not any of that. It's us, a group of people, helping you and your surrogate, another group of people, to bring a baby into the world. And I was just talking with someone about how I have baby fever because I think my son has a serious girlfriend. I'm thinking maybe they'll have a grandchild, and I'm like, I don't know, you get to a certain age, maybe like when you're younger, you have baby fever to have your own baby. Then when you get older and you're like grandparent age, you like have baby fever to have another baby around. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm in the right work because I love babies and children, and I will love you. If you're with me, you will be like my sons, my children, and I will treat you like that, like family, and so will my team. I have good retention of the people who work for me, and we're like a family. Some of us are remote, we Zoom a lot, but we really care about each other, we really care about the work, and we really care about you. So if you have any questions about how we operate, just give me an email, like I said, and I will be very happy to be a resource. So thank you so much for coming. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.